Hey everyone, Blue Under here, and finally, Q&A number 2 is here. It's about time that I did one of these so you guys can actually ask me some questions and I can give y'all some answers. And I guess you could count this as like the 1 to 1.8k special Q&A, I guess, because like, I feel bad for not doing anything for you guys for those. So yeah, with all that said and done, let's finally get to the Q&A. Well, back then I used to play Minecraft, and well, let's just say I was a fanatic for creative mode. Yeah, I did not hop into survival once. I was kind of that guy who just went into creative instantly. And believe it or not, that is actually the true origin for Blue Ender himself. He started as a Minecraft skin. He's technically a modded skin. Well, back then he was, because I wanted to find an Enderman that was blue, and that was pretty cool. And I found one with a hoodie that kind of also looked like my Blue Ender today. So yeah, that's kind of where he started and where I got the inspiration from him all these years. But to answer the question, I will actually get back into Minecraft eventually. It kind of goes into Samuel Puppet's question too of will I do other content, and the question is yes, when I learn how to live stream. Because yes, I will live stream. I'm going to figure that all out, I swear. So yeah, when I figure out how to live stream and get all the games that I technically do want to play, yeah, let's just say, get ready for some of the funniest live streams that you'll ever see. Well, maybe, I guess. And now, technically, third question. Honestly, there is a lot to choose from in terms of favorites, but I'm gonna give you two from both the remaster and, well, the original. My first favorite from the original RNAO itself is Ethan. I've said it a lot, because for one thing, his sound for the bass is probably one of the best sounding basses of all time. And I said it from a lad from far, far away land. Let's just say Ethan is kind of the theme song for RNAO, if you don't count the Coke dude. Because when you hear him, you think RNAO. And my second favorite might be a shock, but Andrew. And I've said this before in the remaster, because of his lore. His lore is so mysterious, because you don't really know much about the guy. And when checking online for anything that has to do with Andrew, more or less, from what I get from the scrapped remaster, he was supposed to have lyrics. And when your dude has lyrics, you know that he's important. And that's why I think Andrew plays a bigger role in RNAO than anyone else realizes. And for the favorites in the remaster, the TV dude, because his sound is so majestic. I'm just gonna say that right now. I said this before in the review, but put him next to Melody 5 when you're like doing it, and brother, it sounds like you about to ascend. And here's another unexpected favorite from the remaster, and it's, well, beat 3. The sound that he makes is a lo-fi beat. I'm not even joking when I can say that right now. Put him with Ethan, the Coke dude, and the TV, and you have a lo-fi beat for a lifetime. Seriously, try it, and you might actually go to sleep to it and not feel terrified. All right, next question. When it comes to the official versions, let me just say this. I have a pretty expected favorite and a not so expected favorite. Obviously, it's Wickedy. That's the first one that's my favorite because it's so diverse from the others being all colorful and stuff and being multicolored too. And not only that, but it also gave way to like the new version of Incredibox and all modding in general. And my second favorite, which is, get this, Sunrise. Why out of all the versions I'd say Sunrise and not Dystopia? Well, it was the first ever Incredibox song that I've actually ever heard. Way back when, probably like 2017 to 2016, Sunrise was one of those songs that I've ever heard that I didn't even know was an Incredibox song that someone used for like a collab or something, I don't remember. But let me just say, it was catchy enough to where I really liked it. And when I learned that it was an Incredibox song, you bet I was hooked. That's why I'd consider Sunrise to this day to be my own personal gem, because seriously, That song slaps. Now, when it comes to the mods, there's a lot of a diverse package when it comes to the mods in general. Personally, I really like all the mods that, well, so far that I've reviewed, because they all have their own, like, thing, and honestly, that's really respectable. But out of them all, I honestly have to choose one that would be my personal favorite. It would probably be Sinbox. And no, it's not because Neaster's head of it. No. I'm saying it because it's really fascinating to think about a mod series that revolves around the 7 deadly sins. Hell, I like it so much I made a fan-made character named Mule for Greed. Like, that kind of shows how much I like this mod. And as for a second, well, actually it's kind of a weird one. Time. Time is a mod that I played that I honestly really liked because of how cinematic it was. And not only that, I didn't even realize that it was the demo, which I'm still even flabbergasted at how good the demo was, and I can't wait for the full mod itself. But oh no, I'm not done. I'm gonna give you guys 5 upcoming mods that I'm really excited for and will play and be front of the line. And the first one is Groovebox, and honestly, I'm really hyped for this mod. Not only for the music, but also it gives me back to the days, well, I still technically do. I used to use GroovePad for some songs that I did back then. But honestly, I used the app. So when I heard an Incredibox mod was being made about it, I was at the front of the line. And trust to believe, I will be playing this mod 100% day 1. Hopefully. And the second mod is Deep Blue, which is oh so making me happy because Deep Blue is my favorite unreleased song. And for the longest time, I've always wondered what would it be like in an actual, mod. So yeah, when it came down to it, oh boy, I'm ready for this mod, let's just say that. Number 3 is Pushing Life. It is kind of the same thing for Deep Blue, but also because I think it'd sound really cool in a mix, seriously. And also because it sounds so catchy. No, really, it does. So yeah, when that mod comes out, expect a really cool mix to come out of it. No, seriously, a really cool mix. Now, number 4 is actually 3 mods in 1. And it's the Renaissance Trilogy. And let me just say, when I heard these songs for the first time, I was enthralled. And I thank all of the Lord that the creator did not just stop with the mod. I'm so happy they did not give up because they're about to produce, I will say this, besides Coldbox, the mod of a decade. Because seriously, it's that good. Trust and believe, I might as well make a whole hour video going through all 3 mods because they're that good. But if they are separate, then that's okay too. You gotta start from the start and then end at the end, I guess. But definitely expect me to play the mods when they come out. Like, seriously, I'll be right there. And the last 2 mods, yes, last 2. I'm putting 5th place at a tie because I like even numbers, so yeah. But 5th place goes, well, for more or less the 2 mods that I'm really excited for are Deck 52 by Anka and Coldbox. The full version of Coldbox, by the way. Why those 2 specifically? Because first off, Coldbox has been in the works for years. And it will definitely pay off, let's just say that right now. I've had no disbelief that this mod will ever be cancelled, let's just say that. I've always believed that it will be finished sometime or later. And let's just say when it does, my jeez, it's gonna be a blast. And for Deck 52, honestly, it's because of the design characters, honestly. I mean, no one has ever thought of using cards for an Incredibox mod, and honestly, that is definitely unique. So yeah, when these 2 mods come out, let's just say I'm gonna be at the front of the line. I'm gonna be there. And an honorable mention that I will give is Heart Doors because of how unique the designs look for the polos. That and also the music is so good. Like, seriously, give it a listen if you haven't. Alright, now let's go on to the next question because this one, I kinda said a lot. Honestly, when it comes to the game itself right now, it's not that great, especially with PC and stuff and the whole new tournament system going on thing, and not really, yeah. It's kind of been what I'd say somewhat barren. I mean, we got the veterans set and stuff, but the tournament stuff is kind of flawed depending on if you really count the spamming or not. And I seriously think that people are starting to really not like the game as much as back then because of the simple thing of things are not getting nerfed that should be nerfed. Or more or less, things are not being touched that should be pretty much reworked or be touched. Pause. I mean, that's why I got the balance series and what I choose to be balanced and buffed and nerfed in my opinion, honestly. Because when it comes down to it, there's a lot of weapons that need to be balanced for this game to at least thrive for a little while. And that's kind of why, like, in my opinion, there should be like an update one day or another, that there should be like a mass, like, balance update, which would in turn balance every single weapon in the game. Well, balance the ones that need to be balanced, which is more or less 80 to like 70% of all the weapons. Until that day comes, we're kind of just stuck with OP weapons and that's it. Alright, next question. There are many projects that I have been working on, like, let's just say, too many to the point where I feel like I might need to, like, have a whole schedule for these things. One of those is obviously Pixel 3D Campaign But Fast, which if I had to give a rough estimation, I'd say it's about like 35% done, like, ish. And to clarify, I'm only doing the first world, well, for now, until I do 2 and 3 somewhere down the line, but that those will happen eventually. As for any of the projects that I have to start working on eventually is the Orneo Theory video. I've never forgotten about that. I have to do it. And besides that, just flashback and doing some other designs and stuff, working on the music and the sounds and stuff. Basically, I got a boatload and I'm only one man doing everything. So yeah. Next question. Actually, I do for some mods in general. I did do one for Evadir, which if you're gonna go watch that, obviously go to the playlist and I guess watch that. But yeah, for ones like Downtown and Wickedy, yeah, because they have bonuses they're working on. So yeah. Of course I'm going to go back to those. Along with some others such as maybe Sinbox as well for their lore whenever they get their bonuses finished as well. But hey, those take time, you know? And hey, if I ever do it at the end of the year and play an Incredibox mod from the past, I probably will do it just because it's been end of the year, you know? But yeah, let's just say, yeah, I'll do it. And now let's move on to the next question. And for the final question, will I ever collab with other YouTubers? And my final answer is... yeah. Eventually, yeah, I will. For now, though, I will not. But yeah, in the future, let's just say I got some things in mind. Some people have even told me that others wanted to collab with me, and I 100% agreed. I'm like, hell yeah, when are we doing it? But, you know, I gotta be available, and right now, I'm kinda not, so... yeah, for now, let's just say it will happen, just, you know, eventually, I guess. And this will conclude the Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed this, well, premiere of questions and answers. Yay! Maybe I'll do some of these more in the future, but for now, I think this is a good enough thing to, you know, stop at a point at, and hey, I thank you all for the questions, and honestly, I hope you guys kind of do respect my answers-ish, if you want to, I guess. I will also say, if you guys have any more questions, well, during the premiere, or you can put it in the comment section if you have any more questions that you do have about me or anything that I do on YouTube. You can do it and I'll put it in the next Q&A whenever I do that. And also, just to give a bit of a heads up, the next Incredibox video will come out in the next couple of days, along with the flashback single, since you guys, I guess, want that. So yeah, I guess I hope you guys enjoyed the premiere, and again, also respected my answers, I guess. But make sure to like, subscribe, follow my Discord, follow my Instagram as well, and do all that stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.